Hello, I'm Yogi Stillness, and thank you for joining us. I'll be your guide in today's meditation. Today we'll look how we can balance our heads with our hearts to integrate both perspectives daily. We'll begin by sitting on the floor, a cushion, or in a chair. When you're ready, close your eyes. Soften the muscles behind your eyes, soften your jaw, and turn your attention to your breathing. So let's take 3 deep breaths together. Begin with a big inhale and hold it in, and a long, full exhale. An even deeper breath in, and pause holding it. And a full exhale. One last full inhale to hold in, and a deep exhale, letting go of the breath fully. Now allow the breath to settle into a comfortable pattern. Watch your inhale and exhale come and go naturally. Notice your heartbeat. Your heart may beat slightly faster as you inhale and slow down slightly as you exhale. You may be able to feel your pulse not just in your chest, but in your hands, abdomen, throat, or temples. Feel every sensation that you can connect to your heart center, and mentally follow that sensation back to the center of your chest. Hold your awareness on your heart itself, feeling it and visualizing it. You may choose to visualize the anatomical heart, or a symbolic representation of the heart center that you find pleasing, including the classic symbol of a lotus with 12 petals. As you watch your heart, stay aware of any feelings that arise for a few moments in silence. If your mind has disconnected from the heart center, come back to it now. As you breathe in, visualize energy flowing into the heart. And as you exhale, visualize it flowing out through every other part of the body. Think about what it feels like to know something emotionally in the heart center. Think about how the heart space feels when you experience joy, heartbreak, excitement, or fear. Notice any emotions that may be residing in the heart right now. And practice listening to the heart center in silence for a few more moments. If the mind has drifted with wandering thoughts, refocus on the heartbeat and notice the natural balance of the inhale and exhale. Long before we were able to fully understand the brain and nervous system with advancements in science, in many ancient cultures, the heart and the mind were described with a singular word and was thought to be in the same place. In this sense, the mind was seen as the center of logic and emotion, both of which were thought to dwell in the heart center. While we often think of these two as opposing forces, they are in fact two sides of a coin and work together to create a deeper understanding that neither can do alone. There are times in life when we need to be rational, times when our emotions, desires, and fears might cloud our judgment. But there are also times when logic doesn't have all the answers. Times when our hearts know something that our minds cannot grasp. It can be a difficult task to choose emotions or reason as the most reliable or important tool in understanding the world. Instead, through mindfulness, we can learn to combine the two and let both inform the way we see the world in different ways. Occasionally, we may get stuck when our understanding of the situation is entirely based on what seems rational to us and ignore our intuitions or even other people's feelings. Other times, we may feel justified in making irrational choices based on our gut feelings or our emotional attachments. When one way of looking at a thing serves us, we may often become resistant to considering other perspectives, including other people's feelings. It doesn't mean their feelings or our logic is superior, but that mindful action requires us to consider both. Think of a promotion at work. We may not know in our heads that it will benefit us in the long run, but our hearts may hesitate to leave the coworkers we interact with daily or question if we have what it takes. Both sides have valid perspectives, and a solution that only considers one side may not satisfy us. In these situations, it can be helpful to stop for a moment and try to see things from another perspective. If we can only see things with our heads and our hearts alone, we may miss out on an entire dimension of reality. It is not just a good question of what we see, but how we choose to look at it. Through our mindfulness practice, we become more keenly aware of both what we are thinking and how we are thinking. By watching our thoughts and our meditation practice, we learn how to recognize which thoughts come from where. We can start to recognize which thoughts are grounded in our hearts or our heads. We can also start to see when our choices haven't been considerate or compassionate towards the emotional reality that exists alongside the facts. Only by understanding how we are looking at the world can we hope to realize just what we might have accidentally overlooked. Come back into your body now. Take one last clearing breath in and hold it. And let it out. And you can allow your eyes to open when you're ready. Thank you for showing up for your mindfulness practice today. We are so grateful for the opportunity to support you in self-care and look forward to meeting here again tomorrow.